Blessings and happy Thanksgiving, soul travelers. It is Priestess Melissae, at least for those people in the United States that are, or those that are celebrating Thanksgiving, I should say. Because more than just the United States celebrates it, believe it or not. I actually knew someone in Scotland at a point, and they celebrated it. So, you know, it does happen. In any case, this is a great day to tap into that gratitude energy. And so what I'm doing today is getting a reading for us from the Faery blessing card. So we're going to see what the blessing is that is coming through for us today, what we can be grateful for, or what we need to be paying attention to be grateful for, getting our balance, getting our head right, you know, that King of Swords and Temperance energy. You know, this may be a day that we are sorting things out and getting a little bit clearer on what's been going on in our situation. Three of Pentacles energy coming out, hopefully not a third party, but we'll definitely check in and see what's going on. That's the Light Seers Tarot. We're also going to be using the Holographic Tarot to get our messages today. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, somebody's acting single or wants to be, perhaps, taking a different path forward. Well, sometimes that happens, especially on the holidays, right? We've got the Star card coming out here today with that moving forward energy. So definitely we're going to tap in and see what is going on, because somebody's definitely getting their mind right around this situation. That's what it looks like. The Forest Fae cards are going to give us some advice moving forward for this day. All right, guys, and do bear in mind that these are general readings. If you would like a more personal reading or to look into this situation further, if you're resonating with it, let me know. Reach out to me at venusianways.org and we can get that all squared away for you. And do bear in mind that I am holding a tarot course where you can learn how to read yourself, professionally or personally, doesn't matter. You'll get certified, and this will allow you to learn properly from an ordained priestess, one who has been trained in the mystery schools and does know the proper way to do things. So if you're interested in that, do email me or reach out to me, and I will be putting up a Facebook post today, the group, as well as an event page, so that you can go ahead and register for that. We're going to have all kinds of goodies that'll come along with it, all the, you know, cards and different things like that, all the tools that you're going to need, and we're going to play around with them in class. It's going to be amazing. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll get some love messages out at the end of this reading from our Lovers Oracle cards, guys. So do stick around to the end for that. And thank you so much once again for being here today, especially on this wonderful day of giving thanks. So let's get into our message, shall we? Watch your ears as I bring in the energies. And thank you to the angels, ancestors, wayshowers, and guides. We honor you for the messages for this day. And so it is. Take a couple of nice deep breaths and relax. Beautiful. Let us see what the blessings are coming through for us today, shall we? And thank you so much, guys, for all of your likes, comments, shares, donations. Subscribe and hit the bell notification if you haven't already. You may have seen I put out a short love message today. I am going to start putting out short messages, probably around love, but if there are certain cards that you're interested in or certain things that you'd like to know more about, maybe a daily affirmation, I'm also looking at that too, or a crystal message, that kind of thing, so we know like what kind of crystal we need to work with for the day. I'm also going to be doing that, you know, different ones, so maybe I'll do a love one here and on Instagram at Priestess Melissae, or on Facebook at Venusian Empress Oracle. I will also do different ones, like a crystal one on those, you know, or a love one on the other one, you know, so there will always be a different message that you can tap into. So all of that information is on the community page, or the about page, I should say, as far as my actual you know, Facebook page and Instagram. So just to make sure you're going to the right one, because I have had my account hacked in the past, and there are ones out there that are not me, but just be aware of that in general, because there's a lot of people on here that do get hacked, you know what I mean? 444, so make sure you're amping up that security perhaps today, maybe feeling that way anyway. Let's see what is coming out for the collective. What is the blessing that the Fae would like to impart on this Thanksgiving day? right, so we have a blessing of a fairy guardian. So your fairy guardian is showing up for you today for some reason to help you move through a doorway perhaps, or to get out of a situation that you've been stuck in. A blessing of the sight, yeah, knowing which way to go perhaps, which direction to take forward. A blessing of the liminal space, so liminal being like the in-between, like maybe a situation is changing, if you will. You're going through a doorway, moving from one situation into another, and it does look a lot nicer on the other side of that doorway, doesn't it? And the beautiful colors of the purple there, so I feel like we're definitely in our head, seeing things. It talked about with the sight, so it's like our mind and our sight, those energies are really working right now. So some good crystals to work with would be amethyst for sure. You could work with lapis lazuli is a good one to work with as well. This will all help you to kind of get more of that clarity around which direction perhaps you need to take moving forward. So 41 is the number of the card that is our main energy. So again, crossing you on the bottom could be being able to see, you know, that right way, because you're in this space of being in the in-between right now. You know what I mean? So we're going to see what this blessing of the fairy guardian is for us with the number 41, which when we add that in numerology comes to a 5. Fives are all about changes. So there may be a big change that's coming up for you at this time, but it is a blessing, this doorway that you are at the precipice of walking through. So, a blessing of the fairy guardian, a fairy gift of magical protection and lifelong true loving care. At your birth in this world, human child, a fairy came to you and offered you the blessing of your soul. For each of us, this blessing will be unique, created especially for the journey we are destined to take in this lifetime. So with this blessing, may you know again the beauty and sweetness of your own fairy godmother, your fairy guardian. She is still with you, helping you to ease the way and remind you as often as she is able to pierce the veil that you are her charge, and she will remain with you all of the days of your life. So this is what they mean when they say you're not alone. You know, you have a guardian angel, but you have a fairy guardian as well, all right, for this earthly plane, if you will, kind of like that liminal space, helping you to bridge that space between heaven and earth, if you will, that higher aspect of yourself and the lower aspect. So may you now feel the presence of her love. May you feel that sense of being looked out for. And there is one being from the elemental world who works with your soul and helps you at all times. When this blessing comes, tune into the presence and know that all about you there is comfort and goodness and a way to move through all difficulties. So you can come to this space at any time, this remembrance that you're not alone, and call on this guidance, if you will, to go through these major doorways. You know what I mean? Know you are her most precious charge, and when times become troubled and life seems bleak, know that there is a being whose duty it is to bring you back to hope, to optimism, to a sense that you are a gifted, cherished being. And I was getting to that you may feel like this fairy guardian could be almost like an incarnate, almost like how they say earth angel. You could have an earth fairy, you know, that is, you feel like, for whatever that may mean to you. Okay, that seems like it should resonate with someone. Feel now the love of the fairy guardian, your own fairy godmother, and believe again in your own blessedness. Yes, believe that everything can be beautiful for you. There just may be this big doorway that you need to go through at this time. Whatever that may be, whatever maybe perhaps you've been avoiding going through, you know what I mean? So you're going to know best what that is, and it's like you're going to be kind of in this purgatory space or this in-between space, liminal space, if you will, until you kind of make that decision and stop riding the fence, if you will. We get the moon energy coming out with the King of Swords, definitely something being hidden either, you know, from yourself or from another person hiding something from you, you know what I mean? So definitely has to do with the home situation, with the Four of Wands coming out here, and definitely could be around a partner. You could be a air sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sorry, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or you could be, or your partner could be. So in any case, I see the Seven of Swords energy coming out here, and you may be thinking about whatever this, you know, deceptive information, you know, thing that you know, something you found out, and that you've been thinking about, you know. Yeah, definitely made you run when you found out about it, whatever it was. That's what's crossing you. This is what's keeping you from going through this doorway for some reason. So could have been a marriage in the past, in any case, or you could be a spiritual person with that Hierophant energy coming out. Two of Wands. So looking at you know, which way to go for some reason. If this was a marriage, you know, like, should I stay or should I go? Definitely there was a hit in the pocketbook for some reason, you know, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So it looks like things may have ended with this situation. Maybe what you're seeing is that it was nothing but a karmic situation, a lesson that you needed to learn. And that's why you're being asked to go through this doorway now, because you're just not, you know, basically it's kind of like you've lost all of your power and your strength, you know, your ability to think clearly, to make good decisions, maybe even, and definitely unhappy, or just needing to see the picture in a, you know, the bigger picture of a situation. But if this came at a time, you know, now you're having to move to calmer waters in this situation. And this could be happening at this time, you know, but you're choosing to end this heartbreak is what I see, regardless of what's happened here. Maybe you're seeing it for what it is, that it was karmic, and taking a different path forward, you know, and maybe you're happy about it at this point. And it definitely has to do around a lover situation, something that did not work out, that you had to leave behind perhaps in the past. Emperor coming out here in the middle, so definitely this has to do with an authoritative figure. Again, somebody you could have been married to with that Hierophant energy, and then having to make this decision because you saw that, you know, basically everything, there was a dissolution basically of the marriage for whatever reason. And in the future I see you know, moving to these calmer waters. It's right now you may be in that healing process. You know, you're getting ready to go through the doorway, but not quite at that point yet. You know, still dealing with all the burdens before you can really perhaps make a move forward, especially if, you know, your finances were affected by this situation, this move, if you will, needing to get everything balanced out with that Temperance energy, right? Woo! Cards are going everywhere. Alright, so let's start clarifying. What is the Hierophant energy here? And we got the Hanged Man. So definitely someone had you stuck. You were stuck in a marriage is what this really feels like more than anything. But, you know, you saw perhaps that this was going nowhere and you were needing to end this situation for whatever reason. Two of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Loving yourself is what I really see here. You know, choosing a different way forward, not with somebody who's not committed, but maybe trying to figure that out, you know, is where you were at or are at this time. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Yep, somebody was definitely being deceptive here, lying, cheating, stealing, most likely cheating, you know, with this energy here, with the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands. That's very phallic energy. This definitely caused an end, a dissolution, and, you know, broke up everything. This is the Tree of Life symbol here. So it's like somebody could have actually, you know, affected, you know, somebody's path forward, or the path that they were meant to take forward, because of not using their energy wisely, of, again, spreading their wand around. So now you're working hard here, or somebody is at a karmic situation, or maybe you're trying your best to work past this situation, all right? But definitely, even when you're alone, it's like it feels like you can't, you know, be calm within yourself and really think clearly about this situation. And that's what I see with that Ace of Wands in the center. And definitely not accepting a wand from this kind of energy for sure. Yeah, King of Cups, you could be dealing with the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy here. That Knight of Wands energy would have been an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. In any case, it's like this person, you know, maybe like here, but it's like they're not acting like a king when it comes to who they're giving, who they're being honorable to. You know what I mean? Who they're giving to. May have gotten someone pregnant too. Do be aware of that, is what I want to say with that as well. Or maybe you're sad because you wanted to have a child with this person. The Sun in reverse. Death in reverse. So definitely, even though we're unhappy, it's like maybe there's something, maybe we haven't been able to fully be able to get proof on this person, you know, that this has happened. But at the same time, that's what's causing this death in reverse, causing us to be able to, or causing us to not be able to make a decision clearly, you know, even though we know we're unhappy in a situation, right? Maybe, again, not having all of the information that we need. Six of Swords energy, but I feel like regardless of what you know or don't know, you know that you have to, yeah, honor yourself. Queen of Cups energy and Queen of Pentacles energy. Spirit's going to take care of you, all right? Don't worry about what you may have lost in this situation is all I have to say. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Lovers for sure. Definitely don't accept any offers at this time, you know? This is how you're going to prevent any further heartbreak or loss with this person, or feeling worse about yourself is what I'm seeing with this. Page of Wands. King of Swords, yeah. So it's saying, you know, depending on the path that you take, you know, you're either going to have victory. But even if you, you know, move forward truthfully and it doesn't seem like you have victory, truly, you are going to have more victory in the end. He who laughs last laughs the hottest. Absolutely. May not seem like you want a victory right now. May seem like, you know, somebody may be getting the upper hand at this time. Definitely, you know, putting a damper on your spirits at this time, perhaps, if you're dealing with this currently. But just know that everything is going to work out well for you at the end. Try not to get too attached to the fact, if it's happening right now, that it is Thanksgiving, you know what I mean, or a holiday. That's where we can help to really transcend our emotions, especially around triggering aspects like the holidays, you know what I mean? So try to just deal with your emotions, but don't tie it to anything, especially a holiday where you could get triggered. The Green Man says, embrace your wildness. Yes, this is time for you to love yourself and honor yourself, right? You've earned your stripes, is what I heard with those stripes on his face. All right, so it's like you've gone through enough challenges and battles with this person. And even if you do lose some moving forward, you'll lose a lot more by staying in a situation that you know is not good for you. And then Owl Song says, whisper secrets to the moonlight, find strength and stillness. So this is definitely going to require you to reconnect back with yourself, perhaps at night when you're not sleeping so well and things of that nature. You know, try to resist not going through that doorway that you know is going to lead you into, you know, where you're going to truly be much more happy. All right, so hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification if you're resonating, guys. I truly appreciate all of your support. Also, comment below and let me know how this reading may or may not, or I should say may be resonating with you, because I mean, it is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. But you may really be at this doorway at this time, even if you're not, you know, directly dealing with someone. You could be dealing with those emotions at this time and just needing to clear that, you know, connection that you have of those emotions with this particular, you know, event time frame. Maybe you had some good times with this person at Thanksgiving and you're thinking about that 2020, but you know, hindsight, you're also seeing perhaps some other things that you didn't really like, and you want to make sure that you don't forget about that as well. Sacred Union says, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. All of our relationships are, you know, regardless of how they end or begin. They all have something that is very valuable to teach us and help us along our journey of self-discovery and love. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So make sure that, you know, you honor your relationships, but you also know when it's time, you know, they've reached their expiration date, if you will, with that death energy, you know, coming out here. Know when something needs to end, regardless of how you feel about it. It's honoring yourself at this time and knowing that it's time to perhaps go through that doorway. All right, my dear soul travelers, do have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Hit the like button, the bell, and subscribe notification, and I will be out with your weekly readings very soon for the new moon energies. Blessings, and bye for now.